None of your business, boy.
Oh, well, it is what it is. But we got a lot of
Yeah.
news to cover for you guys. We got a lot of baseball news, uh, football news, and NBA news. Ups. That stuff is back. Well, somewhat, but we're gonna get into some music first with "Want It All" from Rich from the Pole.
What was that? More than a little bit.
It was enough.
Say so.
Hey, it threw me off.
It don't throw you off. Nothing throws you off.
No, it threw me off just a tad. Just a
Mm.
tad. But, anyways, we got a lot going on.
Lot.
And I think the best way to do it is we start with our baseball. Like, there's a lot going on. So y'all know Tampa Bay Rays open up Tropicana Field for limited workouts. Um, Yankees James Paxton is at full strength after back surgery that he had February 5th. So that's another Yankee player that they get back.
Well, he should be, By the time the baseball decide to come back, they season gonna be over.
Yeah, it's been an ongoing debate with that. So, like, the first proposal, let's just go over the proposals. The first
How many?
proposal
I've lost count.
was 82 games, right? Then the
Then
MLBPA declined it because they didn't want no more pay cuts.
and they came back with what, 114?
Yep, 114 was the second proposal. That got rejected. So now they came back
With 76, that got rejected, and now we're with 89.
89 with full, because what it was 76 games with 75% of the prorated salary.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, how about 89 with full prorated salary? Like, we get 100% of our prorated salary. Now, here's the thing. I get where they're coming from. So, like,
Okay.
so that's the thing. I get where they're coming from. I feel them. I hear they pain, but it's
But on the same token,
yeah, you don't want to take. They already took a pay cut already. You're trying to put a pay cut plus another pay cut, and it trickles down the line. So I feel they sympathy, but y'all gonna mess around and not have a baseball season.
and the thing is, a lot of people are saying like the financial loss for baseball would be greater because everybody knows baseball is not a global phenomenon the way the NFL and basketball, the National Basketball Association is.
Couldn't get the words out, huh?
I couldn't get the word out. Look, I've been running and ripping and running. Don't start with me.
What? Running and ripping is good. It's exercise.
Shut up.
Speaking of running, we got the premiere. I believe it's coming this Sunday, or it already happened. But Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa's little mini documentary with the home run chase, which made
So during this pandemic, is everybody getting them a documentary now?
I feel like that's been the case. Like, literally everybody's been
Like Michael Jordan, Lance Armstrong.
yeah. And I watched Lance Armstrong. It was pretty interesting, but man, he got a mouth on him. He got a mouth on him. Who else? Sammy Sosa, Mark McGwire with a home run chase. They getting one. Bruce Lee. I'm finna say I'm missing. Bruce Lee had one. Then they showed the classic 1972 Dolphins or Don Shula.
Mm-hmm.
They showed that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then it's like I'm looking forward to the Sosa and McGwire one, even though I think they both deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but they're not there yet. But I think they should.
Wait, no, Sammy Sosa gonna go in looking like very wow.
Yeah, I'd seen that, I peeped that, and I'm just like, mm. But yeah, more baseball news. So they talking about Denard Span, how he walked away from baseball, and it was just more like he was unimpressed anymore. He wasn't impressed anymore. the offers that he was getting, he basically walked away because he wasn't getting offers that he wanted.
Mm.
What you feel about that?
I don't. Everybody can't get the offers they feel like they should if you're not producing what you feel you're worth. So
That is true. And me, I'm taking any offer y'all give me. If it's talking about $2 million, oh, I take $2 million to sit on the bench. I don't care.
Well, we know you take 2 minutes on the bench.
I'm like, I get to work out, use the facilities, and I can get endorsement or deals too. Sorry, I'm like a little bit tangled over here, so I'm like trying to get myself situated.
You struggling over there?
I was. Now, here's the thing. Big sexy Bartolo Colon, he wants to go one more round, you know. Big sexy.
Really?
You know why that name is how he got that name?
How?
He got that name from Noah Snydergaard from his time with the Mets. So he, like I say, he want to go one more go around in Major League. Basically, I think a lot of players decide doing that. But the thing about, because of that nickname, Noah Snydergaard is suing his New York landlord.
Why?
He's suing him for 1 point. Was it? Because the landlord was trying to sue him for not paying rent, but during the pandemic they couldn't travel.
They couldn't travel, but more importantly, most rentals or landlords were doing the deferment. So how was you still trying to charge somebody?
Yep, that's what the case was. Not only that, a Nike store was doing the same thing. A landlord was suing the Nike store in New
York. Yeah, what is wrong with y'all? How y'all think y'all don't get money and anybody work?
They may get something, may not, but either way, they was, trying to sue, so he countersuing basically. And then ex-Pirate outfielder Wang Ho Kong sued for past DUIs.
Wang Ho Kong. Wang Ho Kong. I quit.
But yeah, that's how you say his name.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Suspended for past DUIs. Now, do you think he's suspended for the year? Do you think he'll be able to appeal that? Like,
okay, here's the thing. It's going to depend on how many DUIs it was. How old the DUIs are, and what was his breathalyzer? What was his limit? Was he once the legal limit, twice the legal limit? So it's all going to play factors.
It's going to play factors like he was a...
And no to all the people who wondering why I know everything about DUI. I ain't had no DUI before y'all get beside y'all.
Nobody asked that. We just giving the news.
Yeah, but somebody here is like, how she know so much about DUI if she ain't had one? I ain't had one. I don't drink and drive. So there we go.
Well, I don't drink at all, so I feel like
we ain't talking about you. We're talking about me.
Yes, we are talking about you, but we're not talking about you either. We're talking about Mr. Kong. Mr. Kang, I'm sorry.
Don't Kong?
Now, I did get to watch him. He pretty good. But
is he part of the Korean baseball league, or is he like actual MLB league?
He was part of the MLB. He was a former Pirate outfielder, and then he was going over to KBO. But since they suspended him, he hasn't signed with a team yet. So the team, his Japanese team, I think it is, still has his papers. So if they sign him, he'll be suspended for the year for past DUIs. But he hasn't basically signed yet. So he basically can be retired if he wants to.
Right.
And then, speaking of Pirates, Chris Archer, he's out until 2021.
Dang.
Surgery.
Tommy John surgery?
Nah, he had a theoretic nerve syndrome. So he had surgery to repair that.
Oh, okay.
So that, that's that. You're gonna have whenever we get a season for baseball, you're gonna have Aaron Judge back. You're gonna have Chris Sale's feeling good, but he may not play this season.
But that I'm just saying that's a big if because with the way they acting in major MLB, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I say. They may not have a season, and baseball is one of the longest run seasons. So like,
they span all 4 seasons.
Most definitely. So
I mean, they span all 4 seasons.
yes, they do. Oh,
Illinois.
It is what it is. Now the Oakland A's, they will pay their minor leaguers through the remainder of their season because John Fisher felt like he made a mistake by not paying them doing that when I think he was like one of the only teams that wasn't paying their minor leaguers. Everybody else was paying them doing this pandemic or whatever you want to call this right now.
Pandemic.
Wait, so we basically got a crisis within a crisis.
A crisis within a crisis within a crisis. There's a crisis at the White House.
We ain't talking about
There's
that.
The global. I just said there's a crisis at the White House. I ain't named no names.
I know. I'm just saying we ain't gonna even mention him. That name should sound like Harry Potter. Do not speak of that name.
Thy name I spit. That name I spit in the face of Satan.
You couldn't even get it out.
Without laughing.
Yeah.
It's such a joke, right? But anyway, I will not speak of that now. I just said there's a crisis at the White House. There's a crisis with the coronavirus pandemic. So, we got this.
There's also a crisis amongst each other with the George Floyd thing. And speaking of that, Theo Epstein, the Cubs executive, he vows to be better in like far as his hiring process because he was like, I don't know. I guess he woke up, he walked around, he's like, okay, I see people that look like me, that act like me, and I want to be different. Like, I'm gonna set the change.
You know what the thing is, and it's crazy to say this. I don't know why this one was so. Well, I understand why this was different because you literally saw somebody like dying on the ground, but you literally just can see the difference with like there are so many. Oh Lord, excuse me. Oh Lord, excuse me. There are so many people coming out and that saying they want to make a change and all that, and I appreciate that. But all I'm saying is, don't talk about it. Actually, make the change.
Well, I think the Cubs will be the ones to set the pace to be about it. So I do think that, but it also shows the relationships between fellow minority players, such as like Sox's Tom Gelato. Wow, I couldn't even get his name out. And Tim Anderson. Oops, my bad. Lucas Gelato and Tim Anderson. I'm like, wait, I just butchered the names all the way around. So it shows that
you made 2 whole new names, huh?
Yeah. It just showed they it just showed the unity amongst them. Like Tim Anderson is black and Lucas Gelato is white. And like he understands, he asks a question. So it's like you see change, you see unity coming together. In some aspects. Other aspects, it is what it is. But with that being said, I do got some more music for you guys. coming up here on Drug Sports Live. I got King Forever by Lamar Creation coming up, and y'all know he got a new single out called Trap Door coming down a little bit down the line. But after we come back from this song, we gonna jump right into. Should we go into our baseball? I mean, not baseball. Should we go into our football or should we go into our NBA? Which one? I'll let you pick.
NBA's got a lot going on, so let's jump into football.
We're gonna jump into football. Okay, we're gonna jump right to football. I think they both got a lot going on, but here is Lamar Creation with King Forever on Dragon Sports Live. And if you're following or listening, you can catch this show on iHeart, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Man, that song just went quick then, that thing. Like, I feel like I played it and then it just went.
Mm-hmm.
But, like you said, we're back. This is Dragon Sports Live. If you just tuning in, I'm Donte Payne. You hear the lovely Miss Briana Marrae in the building, in the flesh. Here. Y'all hear that voice, though. But, okay. More importantly, let's get it cracking with some football. Okay, football Americano. Even though we got Major League Football, MSL, wait, MLS, football.
What's MSL?
Yeah, I had to think about that.
You almost went MSN.
Yeah, I had to think about that. So we have that football back, but American football. So a lot of the teams we're gonna start with. Jets Joe Flacco would not be ready for the opener, seeing that he just had that neck surgery at the start of the offseason. So he would not be ready for the opener. But they said that like Darnold wasn't gonna be the starter.
Wait, what?
Because the way they said he won't, they was like will not be ready for the opener. So I was like, so what y'all gonna have a QB competition between Darnold and Flacco?
There's no competition, though, is it?
I don't know. You know, Flacco may show us something. Like, let me show y'all the reason why I went to the Super Bowl.
Flacco ain't gonna show us nothing. Shut up.
How you know?
I just know
How you know why you drinking your young bubbly?
it's young nasty, but I need something to keep the palate moist. What?
You gotta keep the palate moist, baby.
You gotta keep it moist.
Alrighty now. um,
You took that the wrong way.
no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes,
No
you
such
did.
thing.
He took it the wrong way, y'all.
I'm just saying, no such thing. I just, it is what it is. But how about this? Saints defensive end Noah Spencer will be placed on the injury reserve non-injury list because he tore his, I believe it was his Achilles, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, he injured himself before season started. So he has had 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, and 25 games over 3 seasons. And it was supposed to be like a new start for him. So it's like
He sucks.
I ain't say it now.
You ain't have to say it. He sucks.
Okay.
I said it.
Okay, he sucks. Now,
He sucks.
now, what do you think about the idea of having a drive-in? Yeah, having a drive-in. The Miami Dolphins will host a drive-in theater at Hard Rock Stadium. What do you think about that?
I love drive-ins. Have you ever been to a drive-in?
No, I actually want to go to one. Never been to a drive-in.
Oh my God, you are missing on something special.
There's a lot of things I ain't been to. Come on now. I can't go to a drive-in with no car to drive into, right? You want me to go to a drive-in on my bike? I probably would do some of that. I probably would do that.
You probably would, but you go in, you grab the speaker, put the speaker on your window, you pop the trunk, or you leave the trunk down, you let the back seat back, you have your food, your chicken, your pizza, and you sit in the car and you chill.
Man, if that's the case.
You can go in. Look, here's the thing: you can go in your PJs. You ain't gotta have no fancy clothes on. You can go in your PJs. You chill in the car. You fall asleep. You wake up like the third movie going on. Awesome.
Okay, what movie you want with third movie? Depending on the movie, I ain't sleeping in. Depending on, especially if it's an action-packed movie. Man.
Okay, they play like 3 movies back to back in driving.
Again, depending on the movie. Now, if it's like a chick flick, yeah, you catch me sleeping. But if it's a Bruce Lee movie, or an action-packed movie, or a comedy,
catch me sleeping.
During a Bruce Lee movie?
Yes.
No, you like action. You will not be asleep. You'll be on the edge of your seat. Especially if I take you to one of those movies and you can be like, and he just kicked him. Just knocked him to the left, to the right.
Whatever.
All you hear is that. That's all you gonna hear. How about this, though?
What's up?
Even though there hasn't been, it's been a lot of virtual practices. A lot of players, I should say a lot of teammates of players been getting together and holding private workouts. For example, Lamar Jackson has been holding some private workouts. Sam Darnold holding private workouts with mostly every skill position on the offensive side.
Nice.
And I'm missing somebody. Well, of course, you got AB working out too.
That crazy song.
He working out with Dwayne Haskins and stuff like that, but
really, now that
he just trying to make his way back somehow, some way, showing that he still got it. You know who else has been working out? Colin Kaepernick has been working out.
Okay, let's be frank. Has Colin Kaepernick ever started working out?
No, not really.
But and since you're saying that, here's something I'm going to post to you. So it came out and said signing Cap would show the NFL is sincere. Now, do you believe that?
I would believe that would be sincere. Like the man still wants to be he still wants to play in the NFL. It's not like yeah, he was kneeling to protest social injustice and police brutality. But now that with the George Floyd thing opening up and y'all see like why he was protesting, y'all want to be more submit, and then y'all actually coming out and admitting that y'all was wrong, even though people talked about and gave him crap about it, just saying like a 2-year came up with that speech, but that it still was being said. And he even followed up saying, I would like to see Kaepernick back in the league. It's whether or not the teams were willing to sign him. Like, I want to see him back in the league.
Kaepernick never should have been out of the league to begin with.
He shouldn't. Because if you think about it, just think about it in this instance, right? Oh, my ear itching. Think about all the players that was with Kaepernick kneeling, right?
Holding a fist, locking arms, yeah.
Well, just think about the main ones that was, some of them are out the league, right?
I mean, it was really only Eric Reed, but you had Malcolm Jenkins. He's still in the league.
Well, I'm just saying some of them are out the league. Some of them, they basically, some of was getting like, why you keep getting these random drug tests on me? Like, was that Reed?
Yeah, that was Eric Reed. He was like getting a drug test like every other week.
Right. So it is what it is. There, but like I said, he hasn't played an NFL game since 2016.
But no, you have to understand, when you go to the point of you gonna call like the Kyle Ortons of the world, the Tim Tebow's of the world, they ain't played in forever. Tim Tebow's basically what? No.
What they try to get Tebow, so like they try to get Tebow to join XFL, and he was like, "No, I'm just focused on baseball, right?"
Right.
And he still give you your game day college football analysis. Some people, it's like once they leave away and walk away, they're like, it don't make no sense to come back, or they don't feel motivated. Like, besides Gronk, who retired? Was it Rice?
Rice who?
Jerry Rice retired, unretired. I know Jason Witten did it.
Yeah.
Who's now a Raider, which is funny.
Rob Gronkowski.
I said Gronk. Did McNabb do it or Vic do it? I think one of them did it too.
Who?
Dez Bryant.
Mm.
Like, these are players that retired and unretired. So it's like,
wasn't that Vontae Davis?
No, he retired during the middle of a game, so we don't count him.
No, he should got slapped for that. I'm like, bro.
I'm just saying, like, all these players, some of these players, they came back and they look good. So, and all I'm gonna say is, with far as Kaepernick, he comes back because you got a lot of. Okay, let's just put it like this. Let's say, quarterback market. You got Colin Kaepernick, Cam Newton.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, far as like top tier quarterbacks, that's still like, I've seen Kaepernick throw. He still has an arm.
You know what the crazy part is though?
What, that receiver got signed?
If Kaepernick gets signed before Newton, that's gonna be crazy.
I feel like that's gonna end up happening though, because everybody feels Cam Newton's injury prone. And it is what it is. But like I say, I would love to see him back in the league. I would like to see both of those guys on the league. So not one, but both.
I want to see him back too. Definitely want to see Kaepernick back though, because he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. He just been patient. Like, he's been doing everything peacefully. So,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, granted, he's been kind of silent about what's going on because he preached about it. So he like, I don't need to say anymore. Y'all got this.
I mean, everybody knows what his stance is on it, so you ain't really gonna change the fact of that.
Right. So it is what it is. Now, Deshaun Jackson, though, he said the players should be mic'd up. If it ain't gonna be no fans, he said the players should be mic'd up. What do you think?
I mean, it'll definitely get some attention because you get to hear. Because normally you hear the mic'd up, but you hear the crowd. So there's gonna be just no fans, and you just hear the players mic'd up and hear what they're talking about in their inner circle and all that. I think it's a good idea. I think they should go for it. I like the idea.
I like the idea. Like, I do like it because you do have the section where you have players mic'd up, and some will be saying some crazy things. Like,
It's funny. Like, hey man, you go around here, I'm gonna give you juke. Like, what?
And who is it? The Dolphins? Like, where's my mama? I can't find my mama. So it gives you a different aspect, like what goes on the sidelines between the players, what goes on in between the play. Like, oh man, don't let them. Oh yeah, I'm coming for you. Hey QB, hey Wilson. So
that's hilarious.
I do feel like I support that idea 100%.
I say go for it.
So I say go for it. I say get it cracking, get it jumping, get it popping, whatever you need to do. Now we had basically we got a lot of people apologize for what they're saying, right? So
Drew Brees, Vic Fangio took it a step further. He was out there leading the protest. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I seen that, but it's like he realized. No, but here's the thing. They got backlash.
Before you go there, let's be real. They made some tone deaf, antiquated, outdated statements. Drew Brees over there talking, and I'm a Saints fan, and I love Drew Brees. But Drew Brees over there talking about, I would never take someone disrespect the flag. Man, nobody talking about the flag.
Honestly, I think Drew Brees was set up.
Set up, whatever. You should have been smart enough to know not to answer that question.
Well, that's why he was hurt, that he almost was crying in the Instagram post they put the letters.
Yeah, like, look into my eyes. Can't you tell how sorry I am? Man, nobody
But okay, yes, he's sincere about that.
We get you. You sorry. It'll never happen again. Just do something. Join us on the front line and help make the change that needs to happen.
I think he joined the protest.
Good, but don't keep saying I'm sorry. Don't come out with no third Instagram video talking about no.
Well, and then you got, like you said, Fangio going out doing the protest with them, with the coach, well, with the owners and stuff.
Another one, brain dead, Alex Pocket, antiquated statement.
Who was another one? But like during this, how like they bring up old things, and that's the one thing I hate about some of our media professionals. Because like the thing with Dabo Sweeney, assistant coach for Clemson, it's not like he called it. Like, if you listen to it's not like he directed and called him that. He said, no, we don't call him that. Like, yeah, he shouldn't repeat the word, but everybody like, oh well, he should be suspended. Yes. In a little while, I need you to go to the front door and get the pizza. Okay. Pizza. Give me a second. No, it's not right. They ain't came yet. Okay. Yeah, that happens. That does happen, but in a second, I will have to run to the front door and grab pizza.
Y'all getting pizza delivered?
Yeah. That's the
Well,
first.
not you. You ain't gonna eat none.
I might eat a little something, but I may not eat much. But anyways.
That is the first though.
What? What? What was I saying? Oh, Dabble Sweeney. Before I get interrupted. His incident, the incident with the assistant coach happened 3 years ago, right?
Right.
Why all of a sudden y'all trying to bring that up now? Like, it was just like...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Rewind. This happened 3 years ago.
I believe it was 3 years ago. Yeah,
okay,
2017.
What does that have to do with now?
Because he repeated the racial slur. He repeated the N-word.
Oh, good Lord.
But now here's my thing. Like, okay.
Okay.
Let
me just say this. I understand, that's a negative term, derogatory term that shouldn't be said. But y'all getting all up in arms because he said the N-word. How many people ain't said the N-word? And I'm just saying, it's hard for me to always get up in arms when you got rap songs out there say the N-word, the B-word, all this, and we get up in arms. It ain't the first time somebody said the N-word. It ain't gonna be the last time. But it's not like it was recently. It was 3 years ago.
But that's what everybody would like. Some people like it's mixed. But I'm like, why are you bringing up something from 3 years ago? That was said
yesterday.
That's why I'm like 3. It was like, I understand he shouldn't have said it at all. Like, I get that. True, right. But it's not like he just said you shouldn't call him that. That's basically what he was saying. And he had a conversation with Dabble about it. And Dabble just like, well, I didn't do nothing about it because I felt like I wasn't there. And the player was like, he didn't direct it at me. He didn't like.
It wasn't a term, basically.
Right. So it's like sometimes
he wasn't using it as a derogatory method. He was using it to kind of make a statement, and it probably just came across the wrong way.
Right. And that's why I feel like, well, if y'all decide y'all want to do something now, well, the floor is yours. Y'all can do something now. But if y'all don't want to do nothing, leave it alone. Let it be. Same thing with former Georgia quarterback Jake Fromm. He was apologizing for messages that he sent in 19.
Right, but it's amazing, and this is sometimes the dark side of media, because you have some people that go every time there's an event that's, as we say, racially charged, they want to go all these old stuff, all these racist posts, and it's like they did the same thing. Was it Kyler Murray?
I think
it was Kyler Murray. He was like 14, 15 years old, and they go pull back up these posts when he was 14, 15 years old. Do you know how much stupid stuff I said at 14, 15 years old?
Probably a lot, because you can't hold your mouth.
That's a very true statement. You're not lying there. So that's probably a real statement. But I'm just saying, do you know how much stuff so for you to dig up somebody's old words that they probably don't even feel this way, that they've had a change of heart or something since then, and you put that out there for the world to see, that makes you're not a media professional. That makes you a barracuda.
Yeah, look, we know the ups and downs of the media. Like, I'm going to try to bring out the positive in people. I ain't going to try to just clown the negative unless I need the negative, depending on what we're talking about. But I'm not going to bring up something from 10 years ago or 3 years ago to go with this current. Like, y'all know this stuff been around for years. It ain't nothing new.
it ain't nothing brand new. Like, and even though this is the thing, even if the player felt like it was a derogatory what he said, he would have said something. Obviously, he didn't find it offensive.
This is true. So I look, it is what it is.
That it is.
So I'm like, okay.
Sometimes you gotta let some stuff go.
Yeah, you gotta let it go. But and you know what was the best way for to let it go? You
What's
know, when
that?
you got Shaq coming in talking to the Saints and telling them like y'all gotta unite no matter what. Don't let the media break. And that was the best thing he could say. Don't let the media destroy y'all team.
True, true, true.
And go get it. Talk for a second to the peoples and let me go grab this young pizza. Or I can go into music.
I was gonna say, play a song.
All right, we gonna be right back after these music message and we gonna get it cracking.
Critically. Critically.
And welcome back to Dragon Sports Live. I'm Donte Payne. You hear the lovely Miss Briana Marrae in the building, in the flesh. And we just talking about our football. You said what?
I said they hear me.
They do hear you.
A lot of people hear me. I tend to be loud.
Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's all you.
Shut up.
But you know who's been loud?
Huh?
I say you know who's been loud.
Who's that?
Vince McMahon saying he's not buying back the XFL. And that he's not trying to, basically put it on the market to outbid to get it for cheaper.
Yes. Okay. All right, let me explain something to you. The problem with Vince McMahon is getting old. And I think he's getting a little sick now. I mean, personally, I don't. If you were not the XFL feels something that needs your full undivided attention. If you couldn't give that the attention it needed, you probably shouldn't have that started with it in the first place.
Yeah, you try to bring it back to reliable. Personally, I thought it was doing perfectly fine.
That's what I said. I mean, everybody was interested. They were watching it. You had a good thing going on. You were making, some people that you thought were maybe bust. They were looking like stars again. I thought it was going good, but I'm just saying, like, when you're doing something, you have to give it your full undivided attention. He's still been preoccupied with WWE. But on the same token, Vince, you have 2 kids. You have a son-in-law. Let your son, your daughter, let them run WWE, and I feel like you could focus on the XFL because I feel like you could have made a really good, nice work on it if you had actually put the time and effort to it.
Well, Dan, I feel like Oliver Luck may have a good case on his hand because he felt like he was wrongly informed. And there's a lot of back and forth going on saying like this man said, "Oh, you signed player that I told you not to sign," when they was talking about Callaway.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's a second chance. Like he was like, we don't need to sign troublemakers, and he wasn't like he went through all of the proper protocols, the changes, and all that stuff. So it was like, at the end of the day, Luck made the right decision. So it's just like, and we're talking about Oliver Luck, in case y'all wondering, not Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
We're talking about the daddy. So it's that issue going on, but it's other issues going on throughout the NFL though.
What's that?
One is the loud mouth. I said people talk loud, right? Jalen Ramsey he still wants a contract extension.
He's still talking crap.
Well, yeah, well, now he with the Rams, but he wants an extension, and he was like, Jalen Ramsey being Jalen Ramsey. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I want. Y'all know I want a contract extension. So, hey, give it to me.
True.
But who else wants a contract extension?
Who was that?
Dalvin Cook.
And I got some inside information because Dalvin Cook wants a fair contract, but I guess what the Vikes are offering him is in the range of $10 million. But during Dalvin Cook's career, he's been sort of injury prone. He's missed 19 out of a possible 48 games.
Well, 19 games is, I'll take 19 over like 20, 24, 30.
I get that, but when you want a contract, they gotta see your durability, and when he's in there, he's durable. But the thing is, he hasn't been there a lot.
Well, it is what it is.
And a lot of people are saying he has no leverage but he really doesn't.
he got a little bit of leverage because the run game and Cousins' pass rate has, you know, it's better when he's on the field. Throwing at 62, like his number shows, but I just was like, one. See me, if it was me, I'm gonna be humble about it. I'm gonna go about it the right way. I'm gonna take that 1 year, and when it get closer towards the end of that contract term, then I'm gonna start negotiating. I'm gonna try to be humble as possible, but me, I probably knowing me, the person I am, I'm taking the best deal that comes my way.
I bet you are.
But then it's like I'm gonna be smart about it. I don't want to get lowball knowing that my talent's there, but I would try to be in between. Like my goal,
just whatever. If that was to ever happen, just make sure it's in the best interest of your family.
Well, that's what he's probably thinking it as. Maybe we don't know. We're not inside his head.
Mm-hmm.
So that is true. We're not inside his head, and we don't know. Oh, Todd Gurley passes his physical for the Falcons, so he's now official.
He's now official. He's gonna be the official new prime. We'll see if he can be a new prime time because he wearing prime time Deion Sanders number. So I just got that question. Why didn't the Falcons ever retire his jersey?
Now that could have been a player decision. Like maybe he didn't want his number retired. You gotta think about it that way.
So that is true.
Some places not like if the player don't like, for instance, I'm trying to think. Dez Bryant.
Yeah.
That number didn't get retired. That number is now held by CD Lamb, which was also held by Jeremy Lamb, which is Jerry Jones' longtime friend, which is why he wanted CD Lamb to have that number. So that number ain't get retired.
That's understandable. Michael Irvin wore that number too.
And I was going to say Michael Irvin wore that number. So
the playmaker who gives Stephen A. gray hair.
Hey, they just have good debates. That's all that is.
Can you imagine them being your uncles and your two uncles gonna come and clown no matter what?
I'm bringing my popcorn every time then.
Bring your popcorn, your camera, and sit down and watch.
That's all. I'm gonna bring my camera. So what's up?
Oh, bring your camera. Go ahead. Bring your camera. Bring your camera. Bring your popcorn. I'm gonna sit there and chill with you.
Now you know what's crazy is so you got Hopkins and Watson both want the John C. Calhoun removed from Clemson's honor college, and a couple other players. So now, like during this whole crisis thing, now it's like now we need to remove all these Confederate and slave owner monuments, which I support that. You know, I support what Dominique Foxworth said. I support what they say. It is true. Do need to remove those joints.
Yes, we do.
But you know, that's it for football. But you know, guess what?
What's that?
Our NBA is back and they're pushing it to, instead of the 31st, they start 1 day early.
Oh, the 30th?
Yeah. Either way, we got an NBA season to finish. We got champion.
Got the crown, the champion.
But when the season resumes, though, in the bubble, they would be without, the Spurs would be without LaMarcus Aldridge because he had shoulder surgery. He joined in I can't even get the words out. He joins the shoulder surgery club. Kyrie. So he's there, and Hornets Malik Monk is reinstated from the drug suspension that he got, even though they won't be playing in the bubble.
Dang, he just got that suspension record?
Yeah, he got a release, so that's why I was like, they won't be playing in the bubble. But we do have a bunch of teams that will be playing in the bubble.
Who is that?
So we got the Trailblazers. We got the top 16 teams plus because it's gonna be 22 teams total. So you got the Spurs, you got the Grizzlies, you got the Washington Wizards.
Say what?
Washington, because you gotta think about it.
The East.
I mean the East. All those teams. So they said the only way for you to go if you was what 4.5 or 5.5, no more than 6 games behind. So basically, what it is, they gotta beat if it's a team in ninth and a team in eighth, they gotta beat that team in eighth twice.
They gotta beat that team twice, and the team in the eighth only has to beat that team once.
Right. So
I got it. I read.
A little play-in tournament.
Fundamental.
As I say, a little play-in tournament there. So I'm down for that. And I get to see more Dame time. I get to see my Celtics because I can't see my Warriors and the Bulls, but I get to see the Celtics. I get to see
the Warriors, man.
That's all right. We got our pick.
We're coming back stronger next year.
Yeah, we're gonna have healthy. You got Clay and Steph. Really, Clay just been rehabbing, so it's like we good. Even though he come in with the hair and the headband, the shorts, like he ready to play, but he just shooting around.
And here's the thing: with the extension of this season, it's possible they said next season will start on Christmas Day.
See, now that I'd be like,
my first game I gotta play Christmas Day.
Look, well, it is what it is because Jalen Rose kept saying he wanted to see the season timeline change. So if that's the case, I'm down for it. As long as I get my sports.
That's a nice Christmas present.
That's what I said. As long as I get my sports, so I'm good.
Yeah, I've been depressed.
I've been watching Korean baseball. I actually need to catch up. I haven't really watched because the time of that is like it's weird because it's Korean time, so you got to think about what time it is there, and then you think about what time the game come on. You know what? Right. It's called DVR. I'm just gonna record it and look at the replay, and that's how I'm gonna go about doing that.
Well, there you go.
So that's that. Oh, excuse me. I creeped up on you. We
rudeness.
So, we did have some passings. We lost longtime Utah coach and Bulls was with the longtime Bulls, Jerry Sloan, which it sucks, but it is what it is. He was with the Bulls franchise from 1966 to 1982. And then from 1966 to 76 as a player, and then 1978 to 82 as a coach. That's like his whole entire career. In a nutshell, we also lost Unsealed. Lost him too as well. And so our condolences go out to them, but the organization of those great players will forever live on. I should say coach and player, or coach player, whichever one.
They may be gone, but their legacies live forever.
Yeah, legacies live forever. So it's like, yeah, because for that, and how some of these players getting through during this little time. You got players like George Hill who's spending his time on a 850-acre ranch.
Well, all right then.
That's what George Hill working with. He working with a ranch during this time.
He getting in some nice workouts. I need to go on his ranch. Like, can I get a workout in out here?
Yep. And we don't know what's in store for Jim Bola and the Bulls, though. As you know, we got a new GM and new executive. So we don't know what's in store.
Jim Bola got to go.
I think he's going to go, but I think they're going to see what, give him another season and see. But if they call another timeout, I'm getting a petition started like, hey, he got to go.
No. Call a timeout on a breakaway.
As I said, if you call a timeout on a wide open layup.
We had it. And you literally just no.
You know how I was saying, everybody getting a doc. Magic Johnson is set to get one in 21, along with Tom Brady.
A doctorate?
A documentary, yeah. So,
man, everybody is getting a documentary. Good Lord.
Yeah. And yeah. How about this? WNBA, they cut down all their rosters down to get under the cap, so they had to cut people, and there was a lot of players that didn't want to leave, that you didn't think would leave, left. So, they had their roster cut down on that to get on the cap. And they are proposing, their first proposal for early season proposal was a 22-game season. Because WNBA is a shortened season.
Hey, WNBA ain't long anyway.
Right, that's what I said. They proposed a 22, but that was the first proposal for WNBA.
So there's more to come?
Yeah, there's more to come, but that was the first proposal given out by them. Yeah, 22-game season. Yeah. That was their first proposal. So we'll see what that goes with what the WNBA PA would say about that. And then John Wall, he is 100% healthy, but you will not see him in the bubble.
Why is it? But he missed almost 2 years.
What? It's just because, okay, yeah, he's healthy. Like, they show him doing a couple ones, showing him playing contact basketball, but he said, I'm not gonna play the season. Like, even though they got that chance to make the playoffs and all that joint, he just not gonna play the season. He's like, I was told to, take season off, so that's what I'm doing. Same thing for Kevin Durant. He's taking that season off.
Why risk yourself?
Right. I just don't risk it. Come back and be better than who you are. And then, we got Pistons opening search for a new GM to work with Egg Stefanski. Oh, man, that burp came out of nowhere. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know. And then, Mr. Dolan, Knicks hired 3 executives. You got Brock Aller as VP, Walt Perrin, assistant GM, college scout, and then Frank Zanin, assistant general manager, pro scout. So Brock Aller, he spent 7 seasons in Cleveland. Perrin spent all 19 of his seasons with the Jazz, and Scott Perry gets a 1-year deal on top of that.
Yay for them. They ain't the problem. The problem is Dolan.
Now, let's not go talking about sell the team and get banned from the stadium.
I didn't say sell the team. I just said, man, you suck as a whole.
Yeah, I guess. And they was looking at Tibbs as one of the head coaches. So Tibbs been looked at by the Nets, the Knicks, and somebody. I think Cleveland. Since the head coach for Cleveland stepped down, right? Yeah.
You coach your team, your players sucks. You should have got your players out.
We would bring up that. Well, he left the team on his own terms, right?
Sure, we can say that.
But we also have Grant Napier resign after his tweet, and his tweet with was it DeMarcus Cousins.
Right.
So he resigned after the tweet and also got fired from the radio station that he was at too.
I mean, people are not playing. It's a very sensitive time in the world. You gotta be smart.
Right, you gotta be smart. You just gotta be smart about it.
Right.
And then y'all know the great Mike Miller. He's leaving Memphis to focus on his family. Now y'all know Mr. Mike Miller. He got that championship with the Heat. I think he got 2 of them with the Heat. Mr. 3-point specialist, and he was Memphis. He was there with Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's leaving after 2 years of service just to focus on his family and the build. Like sometimes you need to step away to focus. Like if you always away, sometimes it's better to just to step away and focus on family values and focus on that. Unless your family is a part of that, like everybody's in there at the same time, then yeah, that's different. But everybody needs to focus on family. And then so we seen this argue before, or we heard about it. J.R. Smith beating up a man for damaging his car. Here's the reason with that. So during the time when they had all the rioting going on, when it was like full blast rioting, the guy,
that's why he stepped away too.
huh?
One of his sons is considered the high major prospect in the 2021 class.
Who?
One of Miller's sons.
Oh, that's why he stepped away then. And then with the J.R. Smith thing, I thought I'm like, why are you beating up a man for damaging your car? The man chose the one car to break a window of on his block. And in an interview, I forget who he was interviewing with, but he literally said, I'm the only black man on this block and you broke my window. So he was like, he said, I'm gonna give him he broke my window, so I gave him a butt whooping.
Well, you can't say nothing about that.
Yeah, that's the only reason why why he beat somebody up, because they damaged his car.
Well, I mean, if you only singled him out, I can understand why he.
Yeah, because he was like, I understand, like, y'all protesting, I understand what y'all doing it for, but don't break my window. I'm the only black man on this block. And I'm pretty sure the car, like, he a celebrity, so it tell y'all what type of car he driving. So he's like, I'm gonna show this dumb person.
Yeah. I ain't mad at him. I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do. But you do it to the uttermost best of your ability. Right? Yeah. I wasn't trying to. But, tune in. We'll be back on our regular schedule for another edition of Dragon Sports Live. I'm Donte Payne with the lovely Briana Marrae. And we're gonna sign off. So tune in and be dope with us. Ride with us.
Peace out, y'all.
All right.